Good morning, everyone. I know it's a little later than I was expecting, but computers want to be silly sometimes, and it's just what it is. Let me get over to correct monitor here. There we are. Morning, everyone. Okay, why is... Oop, there we go. Don't know why Terraria wanted to lag there for a second, but I... I... So again, we're working on housing in each of the biomes. It's it's just going to be a very chill, relaxed thing, to be honest. Our our personal world got corrupted, so when I say our, I mean myself, T.K.O, Embu on occasion, playing on this world. So this is just making sure we get everything set back up before we try and go off after bosses. So let me grab some stuff from the inventory and we'll go ahead and get to work. And there we go. I do hope y'all's days are going very well. Interesting. Okay, that didn't have anything specific. That's fine. Um, really? Did we not bring that over? Or that's crafting, Eva. That's crafting. That is not the correct menu. There we are. Morning, fish. How you doing? Good to hear. Good to hear. I forgot to get the... Yep, I am silly. Very good. Glad to hear you made it home safe. We'll just deal with this for the time being. And actually... Welcome, welcome. Candelabra and chair. There we go. So where were you off to, by the way, Fish? Because I don't remember because it's been one heck of a last like few weeks. Wood or right, right. Were you oceanside or were you innerland? Gotcha. Cool. Both. Gotcha. Gotcha. Absolutely fair. Oh yeah, and something that we're going to be doing as time progresses, and if we do show things off more and more from this world, we're probably going to have it like at 10x spawn rate for enemies because I personally find it hilarious, and I think the guys do too. So I think it's gonna be funny. But while building, we're just gonna put that back down to normal. I don't know how I picked up platinum ore, but you know what? Fine. It's fine. Did y'all visit the Biltmore Estate while you were there? It's been so many years since I've been up that way, but it is so pretty. Gotcha. Morning, Boo. Yeah, close enough. Absolutely. Think of bringing that up, like, there, maybe? So I will say I'm trying to make these a little bit more comfy for the villagers. Obviously, sand's not the best packing material for, like, preventing noise and stuff, but it's what we have, and we make do. Listen, they're going to be in tenements. There's no avoiding that, but we can at least make it slightly nicer than last time where they were underground. Not again, please. No. Swiss, we do not need another incident like that, please. It didn't, but again, this is just kind of nicer areas, is kind of my thought process. Fish, don't worry. Finish homework if that's what you need to do. You're going to school. It makes sense. Do not worry. Good. Good. Do not apologize for finishing homework. Cut stone or gray brick? Hmm. That or... Interesting. So they have a pilot's program? Like, would it let you get your flyer's license? Or... Honestly, that is really cool. You know, if I didn't have a extreme fear of heights, I always wanted to be a pilot, but my extreme fear of heights basically made that a no-go. Okay, that is super cool. Oh, yes, Boo. They are new. I found a option for them on I think it's Pixiv or some site related to Pixiv. Um they were free for use and I was like, "Hey, for Pride month, I think it'd be super cute to have like pride pins on." I've been thinking on it, to be honest, but I don't know what to change at the moment. So for me, it's on the back burner, if anything. I have been looking at getting a new model, as the other two have, but yeah, it's just expensive, especially as I don't think I would do too big of a change, to be honest, with the current stuff that we have anyway. Hmm.
Your love is a rot softened kiss, a bouquet of blight you call bliss. You weave me a gown from the mold, whispering decay feels like gold. Is this my calling, or am I falling between two loves so enthralling, bound to bloom in gardens gray where love and rot both have their way, bound to bloom
That
in
is really cool,
gardens
fish.
here. Does love confine or persevere?
Just be careful with that fish.
Through fetid
That can be very
dreams,
dangerous, as I'm sure you know.
each cure becomes another spoil. When sorrow pours from tainted boils, I nurse their wounds with patient toil. Is this devotion
like obviously you can lose like 10 pounds a week, but it's very dangerous to do that. So just be careful.
Bound to bloom in gardens gray where love and rot both have their way. Bound to bloom, no path is clear. Does love confine or persevere? Perhaps there's truth in rot and bloom. Perhaps there's life within this tomb. Perhaps love's neither wrong nor right. When healing's all that gives me light. Remember me, my children fair, when spring once danced upon the air. My tears still whisper healing song to guide you when your hope's gone wrong. Bound to bloom in gardens gray where love and rot both have their way.
It's a shame we don't have Zero here. He would be able to say a bit more too. Absolutely fair. Like if it had that good of an impact on you, I don't see a reason not to.
What artist has a muse so fine, whose works could match these works of mine? Through you my plagues transcend mere death. Pure love is found within each breath, and every cure you whisper free returns more perfect back to me.
Yeah.
Songs of plagues and remedies composed in garden melodies. While beauty bounds to time's decay, our love
Yeah, no,
longer
boo, that's a lot of states here in the southeast.
intertwined. My gardens bloom forever.
Like a lot of them.
Every cure you whisper free returns more perfect back to me. Songs of plagues and remedies composed in garden melodies. Remember those who came for you, now mulch beneath the morning dew. Their essence feeds my growing art. Know you and I shall never part. You think you save them with your cures, but each secret whispered ensures my next creation grows more strong in a lovely never-ending song. And every cure you whisper free returns more perfect back to me. Songs of plagues and remedies composed in garden melodies. Through endless cycles we persist. Each plague a love note sealed with bliss. With every pestilence serenade.
It genuinely is wild that that your state doesn't have that though, boo. Like genuinely kind of crazy. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Fish. That is actually horrific. Okay, I know why it got auto-modded. Uh, it's because of the percentage that was in there. Uh, early on when I started streaming, I just went ahead and attempted to like defang the wolf, as it were. I think I've brought up that I am trans and on like 4 or 5 occasions. I don't try and make a big thing about it on stream, but I went ahead and have like a lot of common things that get leveled at trans creators auto modded just to prevent it from coming up in chat. Again, I don't generally bring it up because it's not a big deal to me in terms of like the day-to-day. The adjective, while it's important in my life, I don't try and make it like a big deal either. I make sure to show my support, but I also don't try and be. And that's totally fair. But yeah, no, I have a lot of those things auto-modded. And I totally understand. But again, I just wanted to give like a mostly detailed answer as to why, because I think it's happened to you before. Like it has specifically hit you before. So just wanted to give an explanation as to why. Because you just happen to have those numbers. And it is genuinely a bit comedic.
cults infiltrate your ranks. Chaos space marines crush imperial tanks. Sluggish whispers, promises so sweet, but the emperor's words keep you from defeat. Ooh, orcs will crush you if you're unlucky, and elder tricks may make you a little
What do you mean, Tiff? Like my character model or...
so rest your soul. With demons, heretics, and xenos galore,
Oh, 3D currently.
position might kick down your door.
It's why I was able to extract my model, and once I get it set up, I'm going to try and do a resin 3D print of my model because I think it's going to be fun. Having like a little statuette of my character.
His golden light makes darkness disappear. So stand your ground, God's man, and hold the line. For in his name, you'll do just fine. So remember, God's win as you rest your head.
No, I do not have the stuff to make my arms move, unfortunately. That would be about $300 to get that.
United under the Emperor, protecting us all.
The void can be deafening. Also, another thing is Zero, T.K.O, and myself are looking into getting emotes. So we found someone to do it. We just need to save up the money to do it at this point. I can't remember off the top of my head. I would have to check that. But there's also the factor of getting me to affiliates so we can have them as well. Since I'm going to be the last one into affiliates. But yeah, the big thing that I need at this point is just multiple days of 3+ viewers. So I'm probably going to do more daytime streams as long as work permits. So you'll have me around during the day a little bit more often here for a bit. We'll use the... Actually, no, we'll save those. Use the Palmadors. Budge. Do I have anything else in here? I should go grab some beds. But yeah, Fish, while you're out at college, make sure to have fun. You only get to go... You're only really going to go through that once. So just make sure you have fun with it. Do we have anything to... Okay, we do have beds. Can we make silk? Let's see. We can make mini silk. Perfect. So how's everyone's day going so far, though?
In the dead of night, I wonder what's at stake. From hellish flames to Feywild dreams, my patron's reach is vast. And with their blessing, it would seem my die is truly cast.
Do I want to use this astral material? No. No, I don't think so. Not for here.
Before me and shape my destiny. My soul might not be pristine. My path might not
I would love to use the pearl wood, but it's way too expensive right now.
saving. My magic will endure. But heed my words, adventurer. If you seek what I've obtained, the bargain's weight will follow you in every win attained. So judge me not for choices made when darkness calls my name. For in the end, we're all just pawns
You know what?
game.
I'm not against that idea. I am not against that idea. We're stealing the Chozo temple. It's becoming a tenement for the desert. I do not care. Tenement for the desert.
Plays mechanized perfection. Each brings sublime connection. Your efficiency ratio soars as sacred heat through metal roars. All blessed machine of heating coils. Your functions pure and free from spoils. Sacred vessel of calculation, performing thermal transformation. Each increment of heat precise, creates perfection in each slice. Two sorts of flawless symmetry in your form, such perfect harmony. Oh, blessed machine of heating coils, your functions pure.
Welcome, welcome everyone. And let's see, where is... And do we have a candelabra works? Candelabra work. Golden chair. Do we have any ability to make any more of this? No. Unfortunate. Well, in that case, what candelabra options do we have? You know what? Let's do. Yeah, I think tin honey candles and sandstone. Can we do anything with sandstone? Okay, I think this is kind of the best we're gonna get here. So that's fine. Mm. On a side note, just kind of tangenting away from everything earlier, I am so excited to eventually get a Switch too, because just seeing more and more stuff about it, it is super cool for someone who specifically enjoys Nintendo games like me. Like, just all of the things they're doing with the Switch too, just aside from the overpriced games, super cool. And let's go ahead and get a golden table down, candelabra, and let's just go generic seats. Not what I was expecting y'all to do there. Kind of a dick move. I think we need to bring it over like 2 more. That should be good, I do believe. No, you do not get to leave. And leaving a bed in each, and we should be good. Let's get this flattened. I'm thinking maybe we use the trees from here. I think that might work. I know I've not done that with the others, but I think that's the play here. Because the corruption's just weird. Or not even corruption, the crimson. Okay, curious from y'all. Corruption or crimson for Terraria? Because I personally have a preference for the purple. Okay, so how much do you know about Terraria? Fair enough. Nothing. Okay. So, to give a quick, like, sum up of what's going on here. Uh, all the worlds are living, but 10,000% overview here. The answer is Cthulhu affects everything in this world. Literally everything. The Dryads, whom we get one of later, sealed away Cthulhu by stealing his brain, eyes, and skeleton. Literally removing his brain, eyes, and skeleton. The corruption has less to do with that storyline than its own tangent. But the Crimson, the main boss of it, is the brain of Cthulhu. You literally fight Cthulhu's brain in this area. They are, in terms of generation, mutually exclusive. You either get corruption or you get crimson. Meanwhile, the corruption being purple is just kind of what it is. You fight a giant worm called Eater of Worlds, and yeah, it's kind of simple. I don't know any of the advanced lore for that one because Crimson more relates to the main story, despite the fact it was introduced later. Oh, it drops Evanwood, not any redwood. Interesting. Oh well. Let's see. Let's go gray brick for the base here. I think at maybe an hour and a half, I may take a break, make some food, eat, then I'll come back to stream for another like hour or so later. I think that might be what I do. I'm sorry, Fish. I must consume. I must get to food. Yes, I am forsaking all of you for food. Listen, we need to get the nom noms. Okay, and but yeah, I am going to make these rooms here in the corruption a little bit bigger. Mostly because they have to deal with the neighbors. And let's be honest, that's the worst thing about, living in these kind of areas. Dealing with the neighbors.
I was bound by skin and bone, lost in weakness all alone. Then the
I'm
spark
just going to do this.
of circuits bright
Add an extra layer between.
polished chrome, gears and pistons are my home. The weak may cry, the frail may fall, but the machine will conquer.
Though, to be fair, I'm curious why any NPC would choose to actively live here to be honest. Like, apparently there are some, but I just don't understand them.
The machine will make me whole. Flesh is weak, but steel is strong. The machine's hymn is my song. Binary flows a sacred stream. In metal and code I dream. Cast away the mortal fear. Feel the hum of the engineer. Flesh is weak, I found my way. The Omnissiah leads today.
Yeah, no, NPCs can be weird with their preferences and just, yeah. But let's get it built, and I think after the next biome, I think that's where I'm going to end it for now. But again, that's still a little bit out. We've got well to do here.
The machine's hymn is my song. Binary flows a sacred stream. In metal and code I dream. Cast away the mortal fear. Feel the hum of the engineer.
And grab this, let's grab the honey. I meant to use it with the other one, but just didn't for whatever reason.
Flesh is soft, but metal in
Where are the honey light? There they are.
Through the void our purpose will burn. To the stars our faith will return. War click, every upgrade sings. The Omnissiah's blessing brings. Eternal life, a glowing core. I am flesh, no more, no more. Flesh is weak, but steel is strong. The machine's hymn is my song. Binary flows a sacred stream. In metal and code I dream. Cast away the mortal fear. Feel the hum of the engineer.
Okay, cool. That now just need to go back downstairs. Actually,
No more flesh, no more tears. Only seals of faith the years. Through the stars I'll always seek to prove the truth. The flesh is weak.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel.
there's the Ebonwood,
Purity of the
or
blessed
Shadewood, excuse me.
kind cling to your flesh, as though it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved, for the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnissiah! The flesh is weak, the mind corrupt. Steel ascends, the flesh disrupts. From the moment I saw my flesh for what it was, a cage of failure bound by
And table. Why are you not wanting to? There we are.
shed the shame. Crude biomass will rot and fade. A fleeting temple to time betrayed. But in the machine I find my path. A sacred forge to outlast death's wrath. Your kind clings to decay. Flesh-bound fools in disarray. But I have seen the truth.
And there we are.
The Omnissiah's design. Steel is eternal. Flesh will decay. But to the machine all waste away. Purged of weakness, my spirit is free. In death and beyond, I serve the
More forest. Do we have tundra on this side. No, we got beach. Which, you know what? Fair. Fair. Honestly. Honestly, I can work with beach. Plenty of palm wood. I think this is a good place for this. And I think maybe 2 on each side. Just to give like a little beach hut type vibe.
Praise the forge where life begins in holy circuits, the hymn of sin through gears that turn his will commands. Hail on Messiah, the savior of man. Blessed is the code, eternal and pure. Through binary hymns, our faith is assured. The flesh is weak, a frail design. Steel and logic, the will divine. Through the forges of Mars, his name was blessed. In sacred oil, our oaths confessed. No God of skies, but the Lord of steel, the Omnissiah, whose truth we feel. Hail Omnissiah, the machine God's voice through sacred augurs. We make our choice from weakness freed. In steel we trust, eternal in glory, unbound by dust.
Where is the walls for the wood?
Dark path in the endless fight. The sea knows fear, the heretics fall for the Omnissiah.
Do I want palm wood or do I want...
His fruits were spread, a faith immortal beyond the dead. No mortal
You know what, let's go with palm wood walls. I think they would look cute here.
rides past
We'll see how it works out though. It looks a little much, but maybe I just need to let it sit, see how it works. Maybe combine it with another.
an empire's fall, the machine endures, standing tall, a holy forge, our souls refined through the Omnissiah. All is alive.
Let's see. Maybe.
Hail Omnissiah, the machine God's voice through sacred augurs. We make our choice from weakness free. In steel we trust, eternal in glory, unbound by
You know what? Yeah, I think that like one little strip there definitely adds something. There's the doors. And I think that I think this is a good place to leave it for now. I know I said I'd till go for like an hour 30, but I think this is a good place to leave it. I'm going to talk with T.K.O and Zero, see what they want to do with this after I make some food, and we'll go from there. I hope y'all have fun this morning, and I hope to see y'all back here later. Chat with y'all later.